we are Spikey. Safety on a keychain.
Like why a keychain versus like a straw, a cup, bubble gum?
You mentioned a subscription in scaling. Would love to hear a little bit more about how you're approaching that.
The world's first spike detection keychain. Welcome everyone. My name is Vivon.
And I'm Alyssa.
And we are Spikey. Safety on a keychain. This is Greg Mackey. Greg was an 18-year-old student at Edinburgh College. He had dreams of emigrating to Australia and a passion for film and TV media. He was an accomplished speedway rider, often drug tested, and strictly against drugs of any kind. His life was so full of potential. But tragically, in November of 2017, he was found dead in his dormitory bathroom by the janitor. His drink had been spiked with the equivalent of 5 ecstasy tablets, 5 times the amount that your body can even handle. Now imagine if this was your child, your brother, your sister, someone you truly cared about.
Now, let's take a moment to understand the gravity of this issue. Imagine waking up and finding your child's face on the front page of a newspaper, not for their achievements, but because their life was tragically cut short by an unspeakable crime. There are millions of stories just like Greg's on the news, and they all lead back to one root cause.
Drink spiking. Drink spiking is a secret addition of drugs into your drink that can lead to countless harmful effects, including sexual assault, kidnapping, robbery, and in the long term, emotional and physical trauma. If this was your child, would you just sit back and watch this happen?
No, and neither did Greg's parents. Through their grief, parents Colin and Mandy Mackey decided to launch a campaign against drink spiking, and they now lead Spike Aware UK. Through their grief, the Mackeys turned their personal tragedy into a mission to protect others and ensure that no other family had to endure the pain they suffered. Greg's parents raised their campaign to raise awareness. We are tackling the problem head on.
Introducing Spikey, the world's first spike detection keychain. The Spikey provides portable protection for your peace of mind. It's fast, discreet, and accurate, making sure you or your loved ones feel safe in any social setting. And it works in just 3 simple steps. Start by removing the packaging from your Spikey before you go out. Then, take a drop of your drink and place it onto the Spikey. Finally, wait 15 seconds and you'll know whether your drink has been spiked by a color change.
In just 1 week, we've saved over 100 potential victims and raised over $1,000 in revenue. This is how Spikey clearly stands out against his competitors. We're discreet, easy to use, portable, affordable, and yield quick results. Now, we mentioned discreetness as a key factor in Spikey, but why? Drink spiking often happens at house parties, and discreetness is a way to ensure protection without feeling embarrassed, self-conscious, or offending anyone around you. Along with our other features, Spikey is the perfect tool for everyday use. In the future, in Q4 of 2024, we plan to implement light for visual aid in dim lighting, and a subscription plan for regular party goers. In the first quarter of 2025, we want to implement paid targeted advertising for even more traction and collaborate with Greek life communities on college campuses. In the second quarter of 2025, we plan to scale up through pop-up stores on different college campuses.
Now meet the faces behind Spikey. Each one of us knows someone that has firsthand experience with the severe harms of drink spiking, and we are passionate about our solution to it. We want to make the world a better and safer place for everyone, and that's why we're the perfect team to lead this project. In order to make Spikey happen, we're asking for $200,000. $60,000 to go into production so we can build our Spikey stock. $60,000 for operational costs to keep Spikey running throughout the years. $50,000 for research and development to find new drugs and increase Spikey's usage. And finally, $30,000 so we can spread Spikey to more people and share its benefits.
Spikey is a portable protection device that discreetly ensures your social safety. In a nutshell, Spikey isn't just test strips on keychains. It's about giving you peace of mind, knowing that you and your loved ones are protected, and preventing even more tragedies like Greg's. Stay safe with Spikey.
Thank you, Spikey. We'll now have 3 minutes for questions from the judges.
Wow, I'm really impressed with both the pitching, the idea, the execution. Really wonderful job. I have so many questions. I think in the video it showed like pipetting liquid on. I'm sort of curious, like you're obviously not gonna have a pipette with you when you're out at a party. Can you like dunk the cheek? Can you do different things? Would you like to, in that discrete model that you're talking about, what's the most discreet way to use this? And I was also curious with that $1,000 in revenue, what's the price point for the Spikey? And did you all like do any development of technology or IP here, or is this something off the shelf that you've put in the key?
Great questions. So I can answer the last one first. So we contacted a manufacturer. So these two organizations developed the technology behind the strip that turns a certain color in the presence of the date rape drugs. And then one more slide. This company, Think Twice, sells a bunch of drink spiking and breathalyzers directly on their website, and they manufacture it with the technology from the previous two organizations. Mm-hmm. And so we contacted the manufacturer, and he sent us all of the science, all of the science proving that it works, and we purchased the strips in mass, and we put them into our product. And then with the price point, can you go back to the... Yes, right here. So this is what you get in a typical Spikey package. These are our costs of goods. And then online, we sell for more than in person. And we also charge for shipping. And in person, we've been varying our price strategy based on like the demographic. We've been charging more for parents who tend to be more concerned. And then we have so many college students around us. And so we did a lot of in-person sales with them. And so that's how we priced.
To answer your first question, just a tiny drop of liquid will be enough for the test.
And I can finish that question up. So the way it works is it wasn't actually a pipette, so it's a straw. So a lot of drinks have straws in it, and if you just hold the top of the straw, it kind of collects some liquid. And the other thing is, as long as you don't lick your finger after, ketamine and most date rape drugs are perfectly safe to just use your finger to quickly dip. As long as you don't, lick your finger before the test is revealed the result, it should be completely safe to use your finger. Mm-hmm.
Building on the last question, like why a keychain versus like a straw, a cup, bubble gum, or some other type of medium?
That's a great question. So I pitched the idea to the group, and my initial idea was a straw that would turn blue so you can immediately see it. And then we found that they've tried to make it happen, these 4 high schoolers who won a business competition with it, except it wasn't actually feasible because the material that the paper is glazed with is not safe for consumption. So it can't go in your mouth, anything like that. And so we realized that on top of that, it would be more discreet to have something as conspicuous as a keychain without actually consuming. Yeah.
Very well researched. Thank you.
Thank you.
I really love the keychain because we all carry keychains and things like that, and you just pop 1 or 2 on, you have it, and you don't have to think about it. Like, yeah, just really brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, you mentioned a subscription in scaling. Would love to hear a little bit more about how you're approaching that.
So I know a big question is that it's, as you said, it's easier to market to customers you already have. So our keychain, we sell refills for it. So if you go on our website, you can rebuy refills for the keychain, so you don't have to buy an entire keychain again.
Mm-hmm. And then the subscription plan, we found a lot of sorority members on campus telling us horror stories of even like frats within UC Berkeley doing the spiking, and they are regular party goers. They have almost like periodic parties, and so this would be a great way to expand our scope.
Thank you, judges. We have time for one last question.
In terms of go-to-market strategy, if you guys wanted to get the highest distribution possible, how are you thinking about that?
Do you want to go to our recognition? So we mentioned Spikeware UK, which is the campaign that Mackie's parents did. So we're currently doing an ongoing partnership. We just sent them some samples, and we're going to communicate with them. So the UK has the biggest problem with drink spiking because there's pubs everywhere. And so that's how we will target the older demographics there. And then one more ahead, we have, the recognition one from the universities. Oh, okay. Well, we contacted a bunch of universities with strong Greek life communities, and they said they're really interested in our product and having each sorority just send them out to their members.
Thank you, Spikey.
Thank you.